Hey guys, it's another day of pulling weeds just because I want to. And I was just thinking about, how life is just super metaphorical, right? And I love a good metaphor when it comes to life. And I was just thinking, okay, so I am brand new to this whole gardening, weed pulling thing, right? And so I've been pulling these weeds, and some of them, like these, the ones that I've left here, are pokey AF and like really quite annoying because why are they pokey? So my husband introduced me to this. I know I sound like such a noob, okay? All you seasoned gardening people, forgive me, okay? This is new to me. But my husband introduced me to this Gramps weeder tool thing, which is super cool because you just like dig it in there and it just lifts the weed out, so you don't have to, like, even with protective gloves, you don't have to get poked, because even with protective gloves you still get poked by these things and it's not fun. And I was just thinking about like the metaphor of that when you're dealing with mind-body symptoms and you're going through a mind-body recovery journey and all these things, and it's kind of like it is absolutely possible to pull these thorny weeds out by my bare hands with my gloves. Absolutely possible. But when you have the right tool, it is so much easier, so much more enjoyable, and faster. And I'm like, oh, that is just like the mind-body space. Sometimes, yes, you can rewire your brain, manually, overriding it. You can do those things, but sometimes when you find the right tool, the specific right tools that work for you, it can move you along so much easier, so much faster, and save you a lot of grief, and helps you deal with the hard weeds, the thorny weeds that really are quite difficult to move on your own. So I was just thinking about that. And for me, and I've tried many different tools. I've worked one-on-one with a coach in a 6-month container. Like I mentioned before, I'm in the Mind Change Metanoia student community, which is super cool. And I think just the Mind Change tool itself, the technique, is just really fascinating and really cool. I've been working with people who I've worked with people who know NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, and working through that, which Mind Change is I would say it's not a version of NLP, but it integrates NLP, which it's fascinating to me. I swear, I'm like, when I get better, if I might look into NLP, because I just think the reframing of how you view your life and your experiences and all that stuff, it's amazing. It's almost magical. I understand, I've heard people say and talk about how NLP and rewiring your brain is a magical experience. I'm actually really starting to understand that. So yeah, and it's just really fun. Sometimes you have to get the right tools. And sometimes, I tweeted about this, or I posted about this on X, Twitter, whatever you call it, I think a few weeks ago. Tools work until they don't. And that's that's like gardening too. You need the right tools for the right time. And it's not like, oh, I have to use this forever, because sometimes that doesn't work, right? So you just have to get really experimental, really open, I would say. When you're on this recovery journey, just be willing to try things. And then if things just don't pan out, if they were working and they're not effective anymore, it's okay, move on. Because we're trying to build up that resilience to stressors, resilience to being able to adjust to changes and not being so rigid, being more flexible, just being more open, and just being more curious instead of no, this is the way, this is the path, So yeah, just wanted to mention that. Speaking of tools, I have a tool for you that I hope helps you. And I hope you can hear this. It's really windy today, so I'm hoping the sound doesn't get garbled. But I'm dog sitting here. My sister's dog, yes, the same sister who took care of me at the height of my chronic illness journey, and she lived with us for 2 years that I mentioned in my previous videos. Hi! Hi, friend! Cute little kid just rode by on his bicycle, so Eloise said hi to him naturally. Say hi, Eloise.
Hi, Mommy.
Oh, okay. Cheese. So we are dog sitting. Everyone come meet Mando. Beautiful golden doodle. And we're dog sitting him this weekend because my sister, the one I mentioned in my previous videos and just now, who took care of me and my family and helped us out for 2 years while I was at the height of my chronic illness, she is in Disneyland right now. She recently got married, and so it's a whole thing. They're out of town. So we get to watch Mando. And I feel like she did this on purpose because I have 2 sisters, 2 younger sisters, and they both got golden doodles at the same time from the same litter. And they were telling me and my husband to get a third, and we were like, no, our life is in disarray right now. Like, we're going through, like really tough things, and we have 3 young kids. Like, there doesn't make sense to have a dog. But when my sister asked us to dog sit Mando, I was like, sure, why not? It's an experience we've never had before. Let's just try it. And I swear, I think this was her plan because he's fantastic. We love his presence. We love having him here. He's an easygoing dog. He's wonderful. He's like lowering he's lowering my cortisol and stress levels. So I'm like, I think my sister planned this. Yes, Eloise. Yes. So anyway, back to that. I have a tool for you guys, and it's a meditation. I don't even want to call it a meditation. It's like an audio. It's just an audio. Like, think of it as a song. Like, like how songs make you feel things and make you feel so good. Like, like I'm currently going through Taylor Swift's Tortured Poets Department and the anthology, and it just makes me feel so many things. So I have that for you guys. It's literally like a dose of love, and it's something that I want you guys to try, especially if you're at like the beginning of your journey, your chronic illness, chronic pain, chronic symptom recovery journey, mind body journey, whatever. I know now that if you're going through a journey like this, it's likely that you have a really harsh inner critic kind of talking to you in your mind, and it's so familiar, so you don't even recognize it's there. And the solution to that is just starting to be able to receive more love from life and the world. And the way you can receive love is if you can truly love yourself first. Oh, you want to pull in? All right, I think she's doing a good job. We got distracted. A dog came along and they were not happy with each other. But yeah, so this is it's just an audiophile meditation, whatever you want to call it. It's really just to start opening up your heart. And the way that the brain waves work, you go into theta stage or theta wave, whatever. I'm not a neuroscientist, but I know that basically before you go to sleep and right when you wake up, that's the time when your subconscious brain is the most receptive to programming. And if you follow Dr. Caroline Leaf, she's all about like neurocycles, which are 21 days. So in her world, she believes that it takes about 21 days of repetitive messaging to start really cementing into your subconscious brain. So my challenge to you is, if you were to purchase this meditation audio file for $2, just $2, and listen to it before you go to sleep and right when you wake up for at least 21 days, it will start to open up your heart, and it will start to soften your heart and open up your mind for you to start recovering, healing, transforming, changing your life, raising your frequency into joy and love and peace and gratitude and all the good things that God intended for us. So I don't know if you're gonna be watching this like within the next few days, weeks, years. The $2 audio file will be available to you at $2 forever. And I'm not trying, oh, you want to hold him? Yeah. Okay. And I'm not trying to like build an email list. I'm not trying to send a newsletter. I'm not trying to do any of that. I just want to let you have this audio file, this meditation, this dose of love. Oh my god. I just want you to have this dose of love, especially if you're like feeling super lonely, you know, and no one in your current world, in your current life, you know, they don't understand, right? And you're just feeling like you're not supported and unloved. This audio file, this meditation is meant to give you that, because you deserve it. You have to understand at the deepest level how loved you are, just by being you, just by being born, just by breathing, just by being alive. So I hope you give it a try, and if you do, I really would love to hear your feedback. Email me at hello@leannevalle.com, or come back to the comments and leave your feedback on the comments. That's fine. I just want to hear what it does for you, because I do feel like it is a huge dose of love that you need. You want to hold Mando? Okay. Here she goes. Don't let him go. Okay. So I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful night, wonderful weekend. Whatever you're doing, wonderful summer. She let him go. And I'll see you soon. We got back from our walk, and then I tuned into online church and just like was bawling like a baby, because the word really resonated with me today. So, and then I realized that I didn't even have a name for this meditation audio file. So I named it the 3P reprogramming meditation audio file, what have you. 3P stands for people pleasing, perfectionist, reprogramming meditation audio file, dose of love, soundbite. So that's what that is. It's meant to reprogram these things in your brain. So we're gonna chill now. We're gonna rest. Hope to hear from you soon.